Are you ready? Are you ready? Frequency, frequency, frequency,
I'm Liane. I'm Liane. Are you ready to ride the Are you ready to ride the frequency?
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Lady Liane. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I just realized that I wasn't streaming to anybody, so I really quickly did it. So
wow. Welcome. I'm glad
no,
you
it says that I'm live.
You are live. You're always live.
Here, wait. Let's make sure. Ow.
Ow. I felt that.
Ow. Did you? Did you
Yeah.
feel this? Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, exactly.
Three Stooges.
You know, at this point, that would be refreshing. What if the Three Stooges took office? What do you think would happen?
I miss the Three Stooges.
Do you? I think they would make great government.
I know, right?
Right? They'd be so busy slapping each other that there wouldn't be time for any nonsense, because they would be the nonsense.
And then we had Tweedledee and Tweedledum in office for 4 years. What the hell?
What did a friend of mine who doesn't like either of them said, well, that's great. So we've got a half-dead corpse being replaced by a mental imbecile, mentally ill moron or something like that. And I just looked at the person and was just like, okay.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm ready for the ride for the next 4. It's got to be better at least. So,
well, it'll be different. Like I think using the word better is probably dangerous in either direction. Better, worse. It is what it is because we don't control other people, but we do control ourselves. So, you know.
Right.
At such time as there is something that's going on that we get to see, and if we don't like it and our tax dollars are paying for it, maybe we actually get to say no, and not like in a little booth. You know, there's got to be a real-time way of some kind of biofeedback between the citizenry and who's in charge, but who's in charge has to be informed about everything. There can't be like another in charge under the table entity that nobody knows.
No public.
Who are you?
Next 4 years, right?
It's kind of tiring, you know. Really, it
is.
It can bring a gal down. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, totally agree.
But you know, this is right. But this is why we talk about the things we talk about, and hopefully, it is to be hoped, as my mother would have corrected me, that some of the things I say. My daughter told me she was here. I haven't seen my youngest daughter in about 18 months. She showed up last Tuesday.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was great. So she got here, and then she landed in Newark Airport, and her friend drove her in, and I was so grateful. And she was so generous and so loving the whole time she was here. And then I said, are there any songs that you like, maybe? So she threw down, she came with my best friend, and we shot some footage for a music video for a song I haven't released yet. Maybe I'll release both of them at the same time. So it'll just depend on how much hi, Roger. I didn't say hi to a lot of you people because Clive was like in the middle of sentences. So I could kind of like that a little bit and smile, but I just didn't want to be blurting things out. I interrupt people enough. Even myself, like I just did. So yeah, so she was here. She was very generous. Well, it is kind of cold. He's getting ready for the Arctic blast, ladies and gentlemen. He's freezing. Freezing.
Can you hear me? I'll just be
freezing in Kentucky.
I know, right?
Can
Can you hear
That's
me?
not what. Yeah, I can hear you just fine. If I can hear you, they can hear you too.
You're welcome, JD. I don't know why I'm not on there. It's strange.
Because AI's got it out for you.
Yeah, I'm still alive. It's just my picture's not there. I'll be right
That's
back.
weird. Can you log out and log? But if he logs
Yeah.
out and logs back in, does that cut me off?
Nah.
We're gonna find. Uh-oh. It's big face Liane with her big T that's about as big as her half her face. English breakfast tea.
I'm back.
There he is. Miss
I looked at myself.
America. Oh no. Did you freeze again?
No.
I made him freeze for real because I sang the Miss America song. I said, there he is, and then said Miss America, and then he got confused.
I know, right?
What is she saying? Is there something you want to tell me, Liane? Just be straightforward.
A little twisted wants to know, are you old enough to have a daughter?
Oh, you're so funny. I wish I had pictures. Like she took a bunch.
Oh, Michelle.
I don't know. She took some selfies, but now she's on the plane and it's in airplane mode, so we're not getting those. Not yet. I'll post them later. It's always so good when I look down and start squinting. So, well, okay, so the Ross Coulthart interview came out. Did you watch that?
No, we've been busy with our aura photography.
I was going to say, that's good. If you've got aura photography, then you've got business. That was one of my questions. So
Oh my God, we booked all across the country. We're still booking. We got the software. We're trying to figure it all out. I had to take all kinds of.
When are you coming to New York?
We're working on that.
Okay, so April 25th and 26th, I think, is the weekend for Chiller. Is that the weekend in April that you're booked, or is that open?
Yeah, we're already booked. We're booked solid in May, almost all the way up till December.
I can't right now.
So,
well, there's like some kind of a new consciousness expo or something here in New York every year. Are you booking yourself at that?
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, it would, because then I could come say hello.
Yeah, and hang out with us.
Maybe if you behave yourself.
Yeah.
Only if you shave my head like yours. No, don't.
I need to shave. I'm getting these little prickles.
I'm not touching that.
I like to be smooth. Yes.
Well, I got to tell you, with these potions we were making, let me see if I can find the. I'm afraid if I go onto YouTube, it won't automatically make me go on this, will it? Because I don't want feedback and then echoing. Oh no!
No, it'd be in your ear, so we wouldn't get feedback.
70 years
Thank you, Denise.
old. There.
Denise, we're doing aura photography and aura pet photography. It's all over Facebook, man. We're at all kinds of events all across the country now. So, thank you.
Now I'm not going to be able to find. Okay, you know what? This is it. I'm trying to find it on my laptop so that I don't look down and start squinting, and it's just not happening. Maybe it's just faster if I find the link.
No, Mary didn't even get to see my doll collection. I got haunted dolls. She didn't get to see them when we were in Kentucky.
What are you talking about, haunted dolls? And where's this collection?
Dolls. I would go around and buy dolls at antique shops, and I would take equipment to test them out.
Wow. That sounds awesome.
Man, they would act up during shows. It was crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Well, I'm kind of nuts, so I guess
we all are,
aren't we? I don't want to view it on YouTube, but I can do comments. I can do this. Okay, here, this link. I just posted a link. Can everybody see that? So this lady has like 4. It reminded me of when I was little with my friend Ravenna, who FaceTimed me this morning. It was 5 degrees when she went out to her she shed.
It was negative 14. On.
Where you are?
Yeah.
But you're further south. This makes no sense to my brain.
Tell her how cold it got this morning.
Hey Siri, what's the weather outside?
Tell her.
Can she hear me?
Yeah, she can hear you.
It was 0 degrees.
I'll hear you.
Negative wind chill of about 14 to 15 degrees. Negative 15.
Well,
Told
welcome
you.
to Antarctica. I think
What do
everybody
you
gets.
think I felt? You should saw my nostrils this morning.
Did they stick together? That used to happen to me walking up to the bus stop.
Oh
I'd
my
go,
God. I'm like, man, how can it get this cold? I'm like, Liane's probably up there in the bikini.
well, hey now. And
Does it
it's-
get that cold up there?
Well, it's going down to 12, 11, 10, 10, 10, 12. Yeah, it's only going it's going to stay at a balmy 10 degrees this week.
How are you warmer than us?
I don't know.
That's
It's
not-
21 degrees right now, but it feels like 13 because the wind chill.
I don't get that.
Well,
See, we get that Arctic breeze from the lakes and from Canada. Yeah.
8 inches
Denise
here.
said-
Oh, yeah. This morning I went downstairs and I thought that I could use the broom for the doorman to get all the snow. And then I told Jack I should go get the stick. She's like, no, just use a broom. Just wipe it off. I'm like, no, honey, it's ice. This is a girl who's been born and raised in California. I'm like, no, there's a thing. And there's one upstairs. So I came up here and thank God, like from when I had a car, I think this thing is from like 1980, 1980 something. And so I came up and I chipped all the ice off like a pro, man. Got all the windows ready, but my car had about 4 inches on it all over.
Wow.
And I drove to Newark Airport. It was great. And then as I got on the highway, and I went up to a whopping 55 because the speed limit's 50, and Liane doesn't push it now. Maybe sometimes I do. But anyway, I'm looking in the back. I'm like, is that my car smoking? And I realized, no, it was the snow dust falling off of my car as I was going.
Wow.
Like I was concerned that my engine was blowing up or something bad was. No, it's just the snow coming off the top of your car. Like, why? See, this is my programming going straight to like, what if it's, can you stop? Anyway, so, nothing like having your daughter to get you to look at yourself even harder. We
Right.
decided, yeah. But it was so nice. It was so nice. It was so nice. I haven't seen her in 18 months. It's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
So we made potions. I put the link up in there. The stuff works, man. The face mask in that bunch of different stuff that reminds me of when my friend Ravenna and I were on the back porch up at the country house making potions. I was actually really making potions that did something with my daughter this time. So yeah, so that was really good. Banana based, like boiling banana peel and then straining it. So you've got the banana water and you mix that with aloe and tea tree and vitamin C and honey and cornstarch, and it's this really nice mask and it leaves everything so soft. I think there's some kind of something in the banana peel that does something. Then there was another one. Excuse me, I'm trying to conduct a show here. Could you? Hello? Don't they know who I am? How dare they? Sirens and the mist. What? Thank you. God. New Yorkers, they're so rude. The sirens in the middle of my show. It's so annoying. Anyway, so there's the next one for your hair is olive oil and fresh rosemary, and you got to grind up bay leaves and whole cloves.
Oh, look, my mom's on there.
Your mom?
Yeah, it's my mom.
Linda?
Yeah.
Hi, Mom. Hi. Hi. Nice to meet you. I have to mind my mouth now. Mom, now I'm all self-conscious.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What? Who's Liane? I don't know. She's some smart mouth woman from New York who sends potty mouth messages out in the world sometimes. All right, I'll try to behave myself. So yeah, this hair oil is fabulous. Like it coats your hair and you just rub it in And then you wash your hair kind of right away. But again, it's whatever's in the banana peels. So banana peels, olive oil, what was I saying? Whole cloves, bay leaves, you grind those up, and then you add the oil, and then you steep it in water like a double boiler for 40 minutes. Then you strain it all, and then I waited a couple days. But so I used it today, and I actually added some hibiscus to it, which amazingly enough didn't turn it red, but it made it smell so good. And there might be some tea tree oil in there too. So
I
that's
love
one.
tea tree oil.
Yeah. Then the face mask I told you that also has tea tree oil, honey, lemon, and then the cornstarch and aloe vera gel. So I had to buy aloe vera gel, and also I had to buy castor oil. That's also really good. Like I cannot find a face cream to replace the stuff that doesn't happen anymore. I've got one last jar, and I know that, Mom, you'll understand this. You know that face cream that you use that makes you smell just that mom smell, like right, that familiar mom smell. Well, my mom used this cream forever, made by Revlon, Eterna 27. Then it just has that smell, so I've got a little bit left, a tiny bit, 2-ounce jars, a little. And I thought, my goodness, I need to find something that works on my face. And for a while, I was mixing like fractionated coconut oil and rapeseed oil and a little olive oil and putting that in the freezer and using that. And that was good. But then the castor oil. Some people's faces probably are too oily for that, but
Mary uses it all the time.
I love castor oil. And so maybe it'll help. Like there's this one little patch of
She's a
melanin.
firm believer in it.
It's, it can't be bad. But I mean, you're talking to a woman who uses bag balm on her calluses on my heels, like my feet, to keep the calluses off.
Hey, you got CJ Alexander Jr. in here that you all met at Chiller Theater in New Jersey.
Well, hello. What's going on?
So, yes, she's walking around with her headphones. So,
Who's walking around with her headphones?
but now
Mary?
she's got.
Is she busting a move with her headphones? Doing a dance?
I didn't hear you.
See, she didn't hear me.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, son.
I love you.
Oh,
I love you, Mary.
Are you making fun of me? I got headphones on.
Exactly. I think that's what we said. See, and we've come full circle. See, we're psychic. We're a psychic species. I told you guys. I told you so. All right. Well, no. So like I did watch the Ross Coulthart thing. And to like be serious and go back to what I always talk about, like ad nauseum, so Ross Coulthart is interviewing this guy who saw this egg, and he had to retrieve this egg, and then he had like radiation sickness, and so he tells this whole story. And so Ross Coulthart says, "So you're telling me that you were receiving messages in your consciousness from someone who was transmitting the message?" And the guy starts rattling on. He's like, "Yes." And it was a female energy. And I'm like, "Wait, whoa there, sunshine." You went past it. They said it. And to put it in context, they said out loud, "You are receiving messages that are being transmitted." And I mean, I'm guessing it was reciprocal. It wasn't just a one-way thing. So if that's the case, and Ross Coulthart on his mainstream sideline mainstream, because I mean, what, News Nation has 1.8 million. Russell Brand has more followers right now. But that aside, we've got some mainstream character announcing that human beings are antennas. That's what I heard. I didn't hear the story. Once he said that, just like I heard the little girl say, Daddy, I used Crest and the dentist said I only had one cavity. And I said, Mama, what? Don't buy Crest. It gives you one cavity. That's what I heard at 3. So when I'm listening to these jokers yapping, I'm thinking, and that was rude. They're not jokers, whistleblowers. It takes a lot of courage to come out. So let's maybe relax with that a little bit. Liane. That's not how you say my name. It's Liane. I'm making fun, just in case. Just in case. Yeah. So he said it. We're antennas. We're receivers and we're transmitters. So if that's what he's talking about, then why doesn't he stick to that subject? And why isn't there a show all about that one topic? How are human beings receiving and transmitting? Not what is transmitting to you. What are they saying? I'm tired of that story. Let's turn the focus around and look at the same thing from this angle. We're still looking at the same thing, but we're looking at it within a different context. So if some guy on mainstream CNN, we've discovered that human beings are antennas, we receive and we transmit, then everybody who's like so tired of saying we're a psionic species, we're like that by nature. It's a sense that we have. No, it's latent. It's like a flaccid muscle. It's, it's not because we want to be right. It's because we want out of this crazy construct that is built around all kinds of nonsense. Okay. So, I don't know. Maybe
Right.
one of these days somebody will pick up on that one point and run with it. You guys who are listening to me, the majority of you already know what I'm talking about. We're transmitting, we're receiving, remote viewing, misnomer, remote feeling into things. But you can't call it that, because what's that? Like, we've been so trained not to understand or acknowledge what you can't see. And if you do, and it's paranormal. Bored. Boring. Like, if paranormal were normal, then what could we actually find that was not a known thing? If we got past what we consider to be paranormal, what if we put that in the rear view and pretend like it's normal and go looking for things that we actually don't see because we're not tuned in? Like, right? Because after all, if we're antennas, then we can tune in where we feel like. But if we don't know that and don't practice it, then it seems like a weird thing to say. I hope I live to see the day where everybody knows that, and the very few who are stuck, who are scared to let go of the old stuff, are what's left. And I hope it doesn't come in transhumanist form, like, oh, get a Neuralink. It's like, you don't need a Neuralink. We already have all of those things. They're involuntary and like breathing. So I don't know why anybody needs a Neuralink. Go take a Joe Dispenza course and then go take a week long. You'd be better off than getting your brain drilled. What? I mean, if you like the transhuman idea and you want to be a bot that's plugged into a central system, like, I already have my central nervous system. I don't need to be plugged into some satellite so that my brain can work like the computer and I can search Google in my mind. Like, that's the immediate gratification taken to just beyond necessary. Unless you want to be a super soldier bot, like super intellect something. But then you're not human anymore. So I don't know. I think we still need to figure out who and what we are before we give it up. Like, and giving up the booty, is not something my mommy told me to do for free. So there's that. So if you want somebody to get a Neuralink, you should pay them. We're not paying you. It's not going to be a commodity. Like, he doesn't need any more. He doesn't need any more money.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Thank you guys for being so friendly and welcoming CJ.
Right. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Because it is, Jackie. Because it is. I was talking with my daughter, and sometimes I say things in a way and then she gets triggered, and I'm like, can you just be patient with me and let me reword that? Because based on inference and receiving and transmitting, I need to change my transmission sometimes to adjust to the receiver that's getting it. And that's hard a lot, And then the frustration in not getting heard is also something to work on, because I know a lot of people feel like that. I mean, I feel like maybe I'm just projecting. What do I know? So anyway, Ross Coulthart said it. That's why I asked if you watched the interview. Did anybody else watch the interview?
Yeah, some of them did say they watched it.
Yeah. Okay. And then are you watching Stephen Greer's parallel, like point counterpoint? It's like, Jane, you ignorant slut. That's Greer. And then we've got Jane Curtin, Ross Coulthart. It's like a Saturday Night Live sketch. Oh my God. And then the inauguration. Austin. That's the only reasonable place in Texas, is what some of my friends say. It's the blue spot in the red state. I like grackles. They make a fun noise. Of course. Oh, hi, Sharon. Yay. Hi. Oh my God, I got so spacey with my daughter here. All it takes is a family member to visit and me putting my attention on cooking and taking care of everybody, and then everything else goes out the window because I just want to be present with my kid,
18 months is a long time.
It is a long time, and she's doing an awful lot. I'm so proud of her. She watched me come up through the industry, so she's got a nice job at a very good franchise. I think it's Canadian. It's called Aritzia. I think I may have mentioned this. Any man or father with a daughter or man with a girlfriend, I would conveniently forget my device and my credit card when we go to the mall. Otherwise, you're gonna be a pauper when you leave, especially if she likes to shop at Aritzia. Look out. It's no. Could walk out there and spend like $700 and have 3 things.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. It's bad. But it's definitely a shopping experience when you go to that place. So there's your Aritzia plug. It's okay. If we buy Canada, it'll be an American store. Pretty quick.
Maybe Walmart's everywhere.
Oh, man. Canadian Walmarts. And then what happens? Do we go to the Canadian dollar, or do they go to the US dollar, or is it all cryptocurrency, or is there too many options? Part of me wishes it would just go back to mailing things and writing letters, like, not emails. For however convenient it is, it's really kind of made us all a bit mad, methinks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good old days.
Kind of. I mean, the good old days. It's nice. It's nostalgia. I look back at it with a nostalgic feel, because nothing stays the same. I mean, the reality is 5 minutes ago was different, and now isn't even existing, because now is gone, and now there's now and then now and then now. So the whole thing is just all fleeting and moment to moment, truly. Which is why that Eckhart Tolle guy, Mr. Eckhart, the German gentleman, as my mom used to call. I'd like to watch The German Gentleman. Okay. And one day I walked in. She says, "Do you think the German gentleman is friends with Hitler?" And I just looked at her. I was like, "Wait, what?" Yeah. The little stories dealing with dementia and the things that come, right? There was that show, kids say the craziest things. It's like, no, grandma said the craziest things. What's the serpent? There's a black serpent at the end of my bed. Okay, it's all right. The gentleman will come along and he'll get rid of it. I'm like, oh, I'm glad you're not worried. But hallucinating is also, I don't think, what the doctors keep saying. Then why do you want to give somebody a pill to make them stop what's an absolutely natural process, especially if they're not terrorizing themselves and terrified, wanted to come out at the same time. So it kind of,
Right.
Because really, truly, how can we be more terrorized than the ideas we hold in our head? That's where it starts and it's where it stops. There's nothing outside you that can with you. That was for Mom. I said instead of But you're like my oldest kid. What are you doing? Texting under the table? What are you texting?
I'm
What are you
boosting
doing?
the show.
You're boosting the show. Is that what they call it
Yes.
now?
Boosting.
That's pretty. Did anybody watch the show Resident Alien? I turned my daughter onto it. She's usually trying to make me watch things that I really don't want to watch. Both of them. It's either lowbrow comedy or some kind of teenage weird romance, but she knows the kind of shows that I like. So I said, let's try Resident Alien. She fell in love with that. She binged the
Really?
whole
I have to watch it.
Resident Alien. It's on Netflix right now. Such a funny show. Alan Tudyk. I love that actor. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I love that actor. His face when he says some stuff, he's just, I don't know. He's a really good actor. He does a really good job. That show is really, really good.
I watched Valkyrie the other night in bed.
Which one?
Valkyrie
Oh, Valkyrie? I don't watch that one.
with Tom Cruise in it when he's trying to destroy Hitler.
No, I haven't watched that film yet. But if like now, I guess it's the SAG Awards season now. So now it's the excuse for watching mainstream films is I have to vote responsibly, and that means I have to binge everything. Don't talk to me for the next right? It's like I disappear into the binge hole. It's better than a bilge hole. So yeah. I don't know. Like probably this audience doesn't really care who got nominated for what. And I don't think really the people who are nominated care, especially if they live in LA right now. That's just a lot of healing that needs to happen over there.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, for people of all the socioeconomic levels. So let's just see what happens. Apparently, Elon Musk has offered Starlink services. I don't know if it's for free, but to hook everybody up.
I signed up for Starlink through T-Mobile
You did? You what?
for the beta test.
Are you using it yet?
No, I signed up. They said they'll get back to me that they're going to go in order. So yeah, I want to sign up for the beta test.
Just to see what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Since we're going to travel and we do outside events and camping.
It might help you. Well,
So,
hopefully AI won't do weird stuff. Like I can think of 8 scripts for a movie that have probably already been written and produced, and we've already seen the movie 15 times. But, you know, if you were to do a comedy, like Alan Tudyk was in a movie. It was a comedy horror movie where these college kids go up to some cabin and they keep like having accidents, literally killing themselves, having accidents, but they think it's these 2 hillbillies doing it. And the hillbillies keep trying to help. It was so funny. It was really good. It was a little twisted. See what I did there?
yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Is somebody trying to get you to, would you mind being, know more about your GBD of your channel? Grow faster? What? Are we getting trolled? There's people trying to sell us likes.
We can't say that on the air. We'll get blocked.
Yeah. Roger. Yeah. Did you take care of him? I was taking care of my mom for 4 years. Denise knows. She watched the whole thing. Because I kept going live on Facebook. Like there's no such thing as HIPAA at my house, apparently. And my husband was getting his not colonoscopies, his lap colectomies, getting chunks of his, intestines cut out. And I'm just fish beings in my intestines, eating the parasites. Who needs a pill when you've got fish beings? Sharon actually does have fish beings. Sharon's in my remote viewing group. We haven't remote viewed anything in a minute.
Really?
Yeah, we just talk a lot now because there's just so much going on. And it's more like a support group at this point than a remote viewing group. But yeah, man, when we were focused and we were being disciplined about it, we saw some pretty cool stuff. Here, hold on a second. I have to take these off. I'll show you. I wanted to show you last week and see now. Grizzly knows why I'm smiling right now.
I sure do, and it's funner than I'll get out. I tell you.
Yeah, because like those lawyers in the Zoom meetings, they look all whatever, but then you realize really they're just in their boxers. Ladies and gentlemen, I like boxers. Get over it. What? Here, you know what? Now that I'm not connected, I can do this because I like boxers. Whee! Oh no. Maybe I can't. That was annoying. Twirly fail. Let's try that again. We have to twirl just once. Okay.
Oh my.
Please hold. That's right. Nobody ever said I was mature. But I stopped long enough to put the kabuki on. Do my hair. But yeah, like this is all remote viewing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, weird stuff that this one was interesting. Like, so one of us had a target, right? And I just start scribbling, and it usually just comes out in drawings like this. Sorry. So I start drawing this woman or person with their hands like in prayer, looking at what looks like a vortex, and then the number like 3 sevens came up and the moon, and then this dude with all this weird like light language stuff or alien language. If you ask Danny Sheehan, he'll probably go, "Oh my God, that's what I saw on the ship." With his mouth up like, and then a pyramid. It was weird, So then she says her target was a little stone Hathor. Like, so if anybody knows anything about the Hathors, like we don't have time to go into that, but go look that up and then tell me that drawing wasn't like, it comes out really weird. Like Sharon's seen me draw things that are pretty on point. But you can there's a woman named Lori Williams, Lori Williams. She does free remote viewing classes. Some people offer free classes. Like, I don't know, is my mic too hot? Hopefully I'm not too loud or hurting anybody's ears. A little twisted. The target was the Hathors. It was a little Hathor, a photo of a Hathor, like a rock that was sculpted. That was pretty cool. Alan Steinfeld, the target was Jesus on the cross. And I just started crying. I was like, I don't know. Alan was like, "What's the matter?" And I thought, I don't know. There's something like, I feel like my guts just from my solar plexus just got sucked out. Like, I just feel like an incredible loss. And I feel there are people like gathering and following like a parade. They're all going to go view something, and it's awful. And I don't know. It's just awful. It's awful. It's just awful. Like, it's all I kept saying. I don't know if Sharon was in that class. It was the first go around. And it was Jesus on the cross. And then another time, I kept saying the word curiosity, people gathered, anticipation, like waiting and watching, and distance. There were words that came up. I don't know if it's in this book, but the target was the Curiosity rover. So yeah, people watching, people waiting, people gathered watching a screen. Yeah, because they're watching for the feedback. Did the rover land, and what are the photos coming back from Mars? So yeah, but you really have to be able to get into the no place and nowhere and give up your personality and give up all your thoughts and give up all your belief systems. You've got to be able to get away from yourself, if that makes any sense, to be able to get into the space where you're in a receiving mode without tainting it, not to use another inappropriate word. Taint funny. All right. So was it Gobekli Tepe? No. Sharon. Yeah, but Sharon knows. Sharon knows. I mean, Joe McMoneagle explains it really, really, really well. Like, my next thing is practicing out-of-body experiences. That's what I want to do next. Like, and I don't know that I want to go do a gateway thing right now. It's not the time to go leaving the house for a week. But yeah, so another song came out last night and I almost yanked it. And then, like I said, I get very distracted when my daughter's here. And I woke up this morning and I thought it's the 20th. Oh God, it's the 20th. So there's another new song. And it's a little uncomfortable. And then I can't really wonder why I get put on children's playlists. If you guys want to go to my Spotify and check it out, it's a little bold. It's a little literal. It's a little like really kind of embarrassing. But I did it anyway, because those are the things you're supposed, the ones that you don't think you're supposed to, because it feels weird and it's a little embarrassing and makes you uncomfortable. Like when that little voice said, don't do it. I was like, oh, really? I'll tell you, you have to tell me don't do it. I'm going to go do it now. Oh, she's so mature, ladies and gentlemen. She's a fabulous creature. So yeah. So are you going to book yourself at this new consciousness expo, whatever the hell it is that happens here?
Look into it. It sounds interesting.
Can come take my picture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds fabulous.
It sounds fun. How many people have you tried it on?
And we just got it today, and I just got done.
Oh, it just got there? So wait, when you told me about it, you had just ordered it, but you don't have it. Now you actually physically have it.
Like I said, we've been booking events across the country, and it's just been crazy. So, yeah, hey, Greg, welcome.
Hey,
so,
Greg.
yeah.
Yeah, a little twisted. I get it. I've researched myself right out of my beliefs. And then when I fall back into it, it's so blatantly obvious. It's like, oh yeah, her, all of that. Yeah, I don't think so. Revert? Nope. It's like watching ping pong. My ego's like, go this way, go that way, go this way, go that way. Hey, both of you, shut up. Come here. Sit down. Chill out. God.
Well, yes.
Yes.
But now we hooked it up, and we got to get the software or something. It's not reading the software driver, so we got to get tech support on it.
That's okay, but is it happier? Does it like Macs better than it likes?
Oh, we can do pets. Dogs and animals, or dogs and cats?
No, the software, does it like Mac better? Does it like Apple better? Or does it like Dell? Is it on PC or is it Apple? Does it not matter?
Yeah, PC.
But does it like Mac better? Do you need to get a Mac to make it more seamless?
No, I've got 2 iMacs.
Oh, so it doesn't matter which one you use. It's still
it prefers PC.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on my touchscreen desktop right now.
Yeah, I did it again. I bought something today, and as I went to go change the address, my fingers are so warm that the touch screen, like I went over the pay now button and it picked up the heat. And so yet again, I've got something being delivered to my old house in California. The first time it was blue jeans. Last time it was the coffee bean and tea leaf. This time it's a bunch of milk candy, Japanese milk candy that my daughter bought. She went to Newark, New Jersey. No, maybe she go to Newark? Hoboken, someplace, to the Mitsuya Japanese market over here. There's one in LA. And she bought all these little cute little treats. They were fabulous. She's like, here's some candy for when I go. I'm like, you think that's going to be there in the morning? I literally was like listening to audiobooks, praying that I wouldn't either choke or drool it out on my pillow because they were so good. I like went to sleep sucking on candy. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. My dentist would probably hate me right now.
Right.
Why are you doing that? It's all right.
Hmm.
Heidi.
Heidi says, I'll grab it.
I like Heidi. Heidi's a nice lady. She's part of the solution. Thank God for Heidi. She's got a really good show. You should follow her too. Heidi, put your stuff in the thing. What? Tired. This is what happens when your daughter's home and like you're used to going to sleep at 9:30 at night and you're up till like 2 a.m. binging stuff. I'm so thrown off. Like I wake up at 6:30, I'm all no. I slept in till almost 9 the other day. So yeah, I have to shift back into my other more coherent schedule because it just got completely out of whack. But what do those kids say? Worth it. It was worth it. Yeah. Yeah. Heidi knows my daughter. Heidi met my daughter when her daughter was like a little tiddly toodly toddler. She was so cute and so smart. What was it? It was an Activision commercial. I think, was it for Activision? Or was it Apple? Which one was it? Do you remember? Who remembers? Who cares? I don't care. Wow. So yeah. Well, so I guess the most interesting thing that's going on to me, not that it's my deceased grandmother's birthday, not that it's the inauguration, not that that silly song that's actually probably true came out, not that my daughter left and we had a good visit, but the parade of planets. Oh my goodness. Like, who cares what's happening on the Earth with that beautiful lineup of planets? My goodness gracious, if you guys have a clear night, go look in the sky. It's not going to happen again in our lifetime. It's so beautiful. The planets are so bright. It's ridiculous. Like, I literally thought... I literally thought Venus was a drone. It was so big and so bright and so like pulsy, and it still is. So yeah, do yourselves a favor if you like stars and you like things that nature, like right outside. Even in the light pollution of Manhattan, I can see it. So light pollution's no excuse. Go do it. And then hug a tree. What else did I do with my daughter? Oh, I drove up to the country house where I grew up and I saw the tree that was in the front yard. It's still there. And I talked to it. I was like, hi, tree. Do you remember me? My daughter said, what are you doing? I said, I think the tree remembers me. That's how nuts I seem to people. But I think the tree did remember me. Why wouldn't it? They have a memory. Don't you think, Heidi?
Yeah, they do have memories.
Yeah. Yeah. There's my tree that I used to climb in that used to give me sickle pears in the summertime. A little sickle pear tree. I'm glad the lady didn't cut it down. I'm happy. Well, guys, like I didn't really know what to talk about today. So it was more like a Facebook Live episode than it was anything else. But wait, so once you get this thing, sorry, all over the place, lady, I keep going back to Grizzly and his aura photography. Like, I want to know more about it, and then you say stuff, and then the stream of consciousness interruption happens. I'm going to mute myself and let you talk about it a little bit, because how did you find out about it?
So, Mary's always been big into aura photography, right? And what aura photography does, it tells you about your aura around your body. And I'll share, this is part of a picture, but your chakras, right, in your body. But it takes your aura around your body and tells you how you look.
Well, and I'm
And,
sure if you're in a really good mood, your energy field will be bigger.
yes, and it
So
does.
so
And
that
we can
that
do it
aura shape
live.
it expands and contracts depending on.
Yes. And we can also do healers, check their energy levels, output, and how they're doing. We can also do animals. So, yeah, it's pretty fascinating. And we can do it in lifetime too, to where if we do an energy healing or a spiritual healing on you, we can do the before and after and show you. It is fantastic. And it is just incredible. The technology and the equipment is just very, very expensive
I'm
to do
sure.
this. Yeah, it really is. But to see your aura around your body, I used to see auras, and I thought when I first saw it on people, I thought my eyes were going bad because it would be fuzzy and colors. I was like, oh, I'm going blind. And but this equipment, you put your hands on this sensor pad, and what it does, it reads your energy, your output and input, and it tells you exactly what your body's doing and your chakras, all your 7 chakras inside.
Well,
And
how do
it's
you think that that's different from like these craft that are flown when you put your hand in and doesn't the craft read the same energy and
it
work
has
off of
to.
like it would have to be
But
the
it
same kind
has
of
to.
technology that's used in a
Right.
craft. How is
Right.
this any different?
But
Like
it
it's
will
just
tell you
a
if you got
different
blockages.
application.
Right.
Different application, same tech. Pretty
Yes,
sure.
it has to be, but this would tell you if you have blockages, if your third eye is more open than the others. It shows your output, your input on the chakras,
It'll
and
probably show
we
you
can
if
do a
one of your chakras
3D.
is blocked.
Yes, and it gives us your yin yang report. It's just incredible
There's a yin
what
yang
this
joke right
thing.
there
It's
somewhere.
just incredible what this thing does, and it's just unbelievable. And once we start showing these people what we're capable of, like, yeah, we want you at our event. Yeah, we want you to sign up. And it's just snowballing. We got a place in Kentucky that wants us every month at her store, and
Well,
she
I'm
books us
sure.
all year. So yeah,
There's a
so,
little store right around the corner. They do like readings and whatever. I thought maybe going down there and doing like little light language sessions for people would be something I could maybe go do once a week or something. Thought that might
yeah.
be
See,
interesting,
Greg,
but I'm a little
thinks he
shy
would
about it.
sometimes. So
Yeah. Well, here, let me ask you a question about being able to see auras. When you were little, did sunglasses bother you? Wearing sunglasses, was it like did it block a certain
no,
ability? No, because I know somebody who's been able to see auras since he's little. He's super sensitive. He's very socially awkward, high intelligence. Um, I'm thinking things that are like personal that I kind of don't want to share. I'm just like going through the files of thoughts right now. Um, but yeah, one of the things he used to come over and look at my mom and look at her aura, and it would change and it would get more gray, less silver and more gray as she, you know, dwindled. Um, But when he was little, he used to say that he didn't like wearing sunglasses because he just saw auras all the time and it was natural. But when he had sunglasses on, he couldn't. So it was like an impediment. As much as it shielded his eyes from the sun, it also messed with his abilities, you know? So I thought that there was something interesting to that. That's why I asked.
no, it is. And like Greg said, it does freak you out when you see him. You don't know what's going on. You think you're going blind because it's all
Right.
fuzzy and you see multiple colors. Because some on people, the colors are not the same and the colors change.
Well,
Just
so do
like
your
you said.
emotions change. So why would
Yes,
your
with your
colors stay the
emotions. That
same?
is correct. Absolutely.
Well, that's why they say emotion is energy in motion. And if there's some
Right.
kind of paraphernalia that can read that energy properly, I mean, it all goes back to saying that we're energy before we're physical. So I really feel like as more tech like this and more services pop up that are like this out there, maybe tune people in or key people to like facts about human beings that have not been included in the story we've been told about who we are. That's why I keep saying, you know, we've got Swiss cheese and they're telling us it's an opaque piece of cardboard. I'm seeing Swiss cheese. What are you talking about?
Right.
You know, it's like I see humanity limping. And my daughter's like, well, it's so negative. All the things you're saying are negative. I said, no, it's not that it's negative, but it's the same thing. Like if a human being if you see somebody about to step in front of a train, if I see humanity limping, like I'm going to point out why it's limping and tell it that it doesn't really have to if it makes different choices. And
Right.
eventually somebody's going to figure that out, you know, and I guess it's my delivery. I get kind of intense with my kids. Like I'm trying to stay chill. I know a couple of weeks ago I had to stop and take a breath with you guys because I was getting a little amped up. But yeah. You guys I'm sure you can see me, like my eyes are going, I'm like searching all my thoughts for like, what am I going to say? Like just letting it come out best I can without trying to premeditate anything. Well, I'm down to, you know, you won't need a guinea pig by the time you get to New York.
Yeah, absolutely. And
How much do you charge for something like that? Like for the general public? So if I come to the store in Kentucky and I say, I want you to do my
Just
aura.
$30 for the
30
photograph.
bucks? And how long? And then, okay, so 30 for the photograph. Is there any extra charge for a reading of the photograph, or does that come with the photo?
Depends
$30?
on what services you want with it and how detailed the report. It goes up from there, and that's what we're working on right now. It's a tier structure to keep it reasonable,
right? Okay,
because there's so many services are offered. Right, it's just incredible.
Well, that's kind of like, you know, it's any good business. It's a bundle. You can get bundles. And if you get 5
Right.
options, then, you know, instead of it's $5 per option, then whatever it is, you know, it's like you can buy 1 magnet
Right.
for $5, or you can buy 10 magnets for, you know, $20.
Right.
You just get the discount with the more you buy.
And that is
Kind
correct.
of like
That's how we're doing
putting
it.
your sides on your burger or building your own salad.
Yes.
Oh man, it is all frequency. It is.
Absolutely.
Everything is frequency and vibration and energy.
Yes.
You know, and consciousness. It's a singularity. Being aware that you're the awareness allows you to navigate the crazy better. Takes the pressure off.
Absolutely.
Oh dear.
Fantastic show.
Really?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like boring.
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, I don't either, because I like these discussions, even if they're chill and there's no guests. Like it's fine.
Yeah, it's been great.
I got to show you my boxers. Now
Yeah,
you show me yours. No, don't.
I'm not wearing any.
Grizzly just Leaned me. I just got Leanne. Here, you know what that gets? Move the mic. A twirl. Whee! He ain't wearing no boxers. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yes, Lauren, you have to be in person. You have to put your hand on the sensor, and I have to read you. Yes. So, anyway.
Party at Grizzly's house.
Yeah.
We're having an aura party at Grizzly's. Mary, get the cocktail wieners ready.
That's right.
And the edibles.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah. There she goes. I heard that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you'll make what? Edibles? Come on now. My friend sent me some gummies. The box says 5,000 milligrams. Why? Because there are 50 gummies in there. They're 100 milligrams each. Like, and I eat that shit like candy. At least when I eat the edibles, it doesn't make my eyes red. I really, really like. I have to admit, I maybe did rip a bong hit right before the show, and you can tell. Like, it's not necessarily even because I'm all over the place. Because I'm like that whether whether I've smoked or not. But yeah, my eyes are a little. Oh well, it's okay. I meant the cocktail wieners. Oh, come on. You can make the cocktail wieners. I'll bring the edibles. I'll sit in the corner with the with the dunce cap. I look good in a dunce cap. I had my Santa hat last time. No? All right. Well, you guys. Oh. Somebody go look here. I'm going to put this in the comments. Getting better at this. Post a comment. PLUMES. Instagram. There's a guy, a French guy. He sings to animals with a pink guitar. Like I warned you, but I got to talking. He said he's going to come on. So maybe in February.
Awesome.
But follow him on Instagram because it actually makes you feel better to listen to him sing and watch the animals respond. At least it makes me happy.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Stupid things you can look at that, it doesn't make everything go away or not be happening. It just gives you a break so that you're not feeling so pummeled by it. So I highly encourage silliness. Yeah. Highly encourage.
Well, Mary's still laughing.
What? See? The highly encouraged silliness continues. It is. Look, just because you're being silly, like I said, it doesn't erase stuff, Mom.
He could wrangle snakes. So I was asking, can he?
A snake wrangler?
No comment.
I thought Mary was the snake wrangler at your house. I don't do that anymore. Liane, why is there a black serpent at the end of my bed? Liane? Wardrobe props? You left your snake in my mom's room. You like snakes? Living purpose through God's word? Is this time to make a speaking in tongues joke with snakes? Medusa. She liked snakes. She scared people so bad they froze. We talked about this. Bringing gummies is my expertise. Mine? I don't know this man, and he knows me so well. What's happened? More psionicness. See, I told you we're psychic. All right. Well, you guys, I have no idea what's happening in Washington. I'm not watching the inauguration. I don't know if he's going to make a speech. Somebody said he's going to a ball game. I don't know. I think I'm just going to go look at the sky tonight. Maybe smoke more pot. I don't know what else to do. Maybe I'll work on the music video. Maybe I'll start editing. Maybe that's what I should do. Edit while you're in this state. Maybe it'll be extra creative. God only knows. I'll probably end up with a music video all about peanut butter and Snickers bars because I have the munchies. No, that's not what we're doing. A serpent? Black serpent at the edge of my bed. Liane, remove the relic films. I thought you hired the prop master to deal with the serpent. Plastic serpents. Where's the German gentleman? Dr. Deepak. She liked that. And his red shoes and the red car downstairs. It was. It's all right. At least she was happy. All right. So, I don't know. Stay tuned for the next show.
That's right.
Amazing. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, Julian, and what's her name again?
I think Kimberly's going to be on tonight.
Oh, it's Kimberly tonight? He should have me back on sometime. See who interrupts each other more.
Absolutely.
He starts in on his numerology and I start I don't know. And then it just becomes Grizzly's wait, can one of you talk at a time, please? Nobody can understand both of you at the same time. The aliens can because they heard it before I said it. That's what. How's that? You guys keep riding the frequency. don't forget that you're the awareness, not your personality. I love you. Thanks for spending time with us tonight. We'll see you next week. Cheers.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you one? Frequency.
I'm Liane. I'm Liane. I'm Liane. Are you ready to ride the frequency? Are you ready to ride the frequency?